So this is the famed Doom 3. Is it good? Is it bad? Well, it's a bit of both. It is a bad Doom game, but it's not that bad of a game overall. It doesn't fit into the feeling of the rest of the Doom games, where they are more of running gunners, and this being a slow, story-based horror game. I'm not saying that there was no story in the original games, but it was mostly out of the way, and it was okay for the time. But Doom 3 acts as if it has a good story that forces you to watch cutscenes and puts in a lot of PDA entries to read. These entries are good, they set the atmosphere and are sometimes unsettling.
When I entered the room, Mr. Wills lunged at me with a scalpel he apparently stole from a supply drawer. With the assistance of an orderly, we managed to subdue and sedate him without injury. Mr. Wills was heavily medicated and could not be diagnosed, but in the 20 minutes he was left unattended, he managed to carve 3 symbols in his arm and cut his own tongue into 2 halves. I can only guess at the cause of his problems.
But they aren't an excuse for a good story. It's like in Destiny. The base game does not have a good story, so they make you go to Bungie's website and read the Grimoire cards. That is arguably worse because it's not even in the game, but the same criticism applies. Anyways, I'm playing the BFG edition, BFG standing for Big Effing Gun, which changes some things around such as lighting, making everything slightly brighter, easier for gameplay, game mechanics, you now have a shoulder-mounted flashlight to help with the flow of the game to make it a bit more of a running gunner, and level design that opens it up from the mostly closed hallways in the original Doom 3. There are some jump scares that make you jolt in your seat, but jump scares aren't fun. It's the most basic way to make someone jump and be scared. There is some interactivity in this game, with lockers to unlock with codes on your PDA, some extras menus on displays, and even some funny stuff like Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3. And self-awareness of how stupid what you are doing is. The graphics are okay, keeping in mind that this game is originally from 2004. I do have to say, the original is a better horror game in the sense that there is a more of an atmosphere and it is darker to make it spookier. Also, you have to pull out a flashlight every time you want to see what is 3 feet in front of you. While the original Doom 3 is a better, arguably, horror game, the BFG edition is definitely a better Doom game, and if you were to pick up a copy, I would say get the BFG edition. It also comes with the original Doom games and the Doom 3 expansion pack, Resurrection of Evil, as well as an extra, albeit small, campaign called The Lost Mission. It was cut content from the game that didn't fit well into the rest of Doom 3, so they finally released it in this version. Anyways guys, I will see you next time. Later.